Okay, day 2 for parabolas. So we are going to be focusing on the exact same stuff. So I have the same definition, same standard form you were looking at yesterday with day 1. So we want to just keep these in mind, keep remembering them. So let's keep those in mind as we are going through creating some equations. So we've got 2 to start. So let's draw a rough sketch just to kind of give us an idea. So we have a vertex at -2, 0, a focus at -3/2, 0. So that means our parabola is going to be shaped like this. So it's going to be a horizontal parabola. It's going to open to the right. So if it's a horizontal parabola, that means our y portion, or y minus k, would be squared. So that would be our form there. So we need to figure out hk and p. Well, the vertex is h and k, which is nice. So our k would be 0, so we have y minus 0 squared equals 4p times x minus -2, which would be plus 2. And we need to figure out p. So remember, your p value is the distance from your vertex to the focus. So in this case, the distance from -2 to -3/2 is just plus 1/2, or 1/2. So p would be 1/2. So we plug in 1/2 there. 4 times 1/2 is just 2, like so. Okay. So it helps to draw a little picture. Next one. Vertex at 0, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Directrix at y equals 2. So y equals 2 would be here. So this would be my directrix. So that means my focus would be here, because directrix is 2 below, so focus would be 2 above. So in this case, we have a vertical parabola that opens up. So vertical means we're going to have x minus h squared equals 4p times y minus k. Opens up means our p value is greater than 0. It's going to be positive. Okay. So vertex is nice. It's 0, 4. So that'll be h and k. So h is 0, so we'll have x minus 0 squared, y minus 4. P value, remember, is the distance from the focus to the vertex, or the vertex to the directrix, which in this case is 2. So p is 2, so let's plug in 2 there. So we have 4 times 2, or 8. Okay, there we go. All right, we've got a couple more. I'll ask you to kind of think through these ones. These ones are a little different. You're not given the vertex in either of these, but I think you can figure them out. So go ahead, read through them, do your best with them, and then we'll talk through them both together. Okay, so let's draw a picture. So we have a focus at 2, 2, a directrix at x equals -2. So the distance here between our focus and directrix will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a distance of 4, so halfway between would be our vertex. Since the directrix is on the right, it'll be opening to the right. So we have a horizontal parabola, opens to the right. So that means p is greater than 0. So if it's horizontal, that means our y portion is squared. So y minus k squared equals 4p times x minus h. In this case, our vertex is at 0, 2, because it's right in between. So h value of 0, k value of 2. The p value is the distance between the vertex and focus. Here, our p value would be 2, since that's the distance. So 4 times 2, well, that's 8. And there we go. Okay, for the other, so it says it opens left or right, so we're not really sure yet. The vertex here is at -7, 9, so it's somewhere way up here. And it passes through the point -4, 8. So something like this. So it says it either opens left or right. So I could see this is our vertex. So if it passes through -4, 8, it's going to have to open to the right. So, well, if it opens left to right, we know it's horizontal. So we're going to have y minus k squared equals 4p times x minus h. We need to figure out that p value still, but let's plug in what we know. We know h and k. H is -7, so 4p times x minus -7 or plus 7. K is 9, so we have y minus 9 squared. And from there, we need to figure out our p value. So we don't know the focus, we don't know the directrix, so we can't find it that way, but what we do have is this point. So what we can do is we can plug that in for x and y and solve for p. So plug in 8 for y, -4 for x, and solve. 8 minus 9 is -1. -4 plus 7 is 3. So -1 squared is 1. 4 times 3 is 12. Divide by 12, we get 1/12 for p. Poor handwriting. 1/12. So let's just plug in 1/12 here. So we'll have y minus 9 squared equals 4 times 1/12 times x plus 7. 4/12 would be simplified to 1/3. And that's really all we can do to simplify further. And there's our function. Not too bad.